and you're here at Montclair High School Auditorium with the Changing Aging Tour. We're going to take you on a little tour, and we're going to meet some of the agencies and organizations that are here, displaying their goods and explaining their services. Also, we're going to talk to some of the people that have seen a live performance with the Dr. Bill Thomas program, which is the Changing Aging Tour. So follow us as we go through our changes in the Montclair Auditorium, Montclair High School Auditorium.
Nice to meet you, Barbara.
And nice to meet you, Claudia. And you're with the Montclair Art Museum.
Yes.
What do you do there?
I'm an art teacher there at the Montclair Art Museum. I teach young kids.
Tell us about your program.
Well, we have a variety of things at the museum. That's why we are here today, and we are making cards today so people can enjoy a little bit of some little thing that we do there. Tiffany's here with us making some cards.
So we've got some hands-on activity here from the Montclair Art Museum.
We also have a very great program for seniors at the museum. It's an afternoon program that seniors come and work with us, and we have a variety of studio tours and many other programs at the museum.
Okay, so there are brochures available that people can pick up and get information that will lead them to the different programs that are available.
That's right.
And what are you making over there, Tiffany?
So we're actually designing some cards, and these are some of the examples right here.
Do you do the artwork yourself, or are they already done?
Claudia said that we're actually going to use some of the materials that are here. There are some pastels that we're going to be utilizing, and I'm excited. I've never done this before. It's really interesting. This is actually a sandpaper. It's really interesting. So I just used a stencil, and I'm cutting it out now so that we can begin the process of putting together the card.
That looks like fun.
Would you like to join us?
I would like to, but I'm kind of working right now, but I might be back.
All right.
I might be back. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time.
I would love.
We are doctoral students at Montclair State University. I'm Nick. This is Aiden.
Hi.
Nick and Aiden.
Yes.
And you're in the audiology department
That's
at
correct.
Montclair State?
We're students.
Okay. Tell me something about your studies in the audiology department.
Well, it's a 4-year program. We're second-year students, so we're learning as much as we can so that way we can go out there and help the older population and anyone else that will need our services going forward.
Okay. What is the situation with the older population and hearing loss? Want to talk about that a little bit?
So actually, if you don't have like auditory information going to your brain, it can actually like cause degenerative issues with your brain, and then just in general, you have a worse overall quality of life because you're not getting that auditory information to your brain from your everyday surroundings. And it can also lead to dangerous situations if you can't tell if a car is coming or that the fire alarm's going off, something like that.
It's something that's not talked about very often. They say you have 2 eyes and 2 ears. You know, you have to make sure you take care of everything because that's where all your information is coming in from.
That's correct.
You know, that's really the bottom line that we learn in our classes, and we hope to spread it to anyone else that's interested in learning about it. You know?
And not hearing what's going on around you can create a variety of different problems.
Oh, of course. You know, it's something that, you know, even in conversation, you know, you'll be in a loud and noisy environment and you will think that there's just too much background noise, but secretly there could be another issue lying behind that.
I understand that in a crowded situation, a person with hearing loss just hears the din and they don't hear the words or anything like that. Is that
Exactly. And another thing is that, you know, it's something that they'll keep to themselves and they won't think that it's something that they want to share with anyone, you know, close to them, family, friends. And it's something that really takes away from their, you know, quality of life.
What's done about the stigma?
Well, the stigma of hearing loss is that people will think that by wearing hearing aids, it's something that takes away from them as a person, you know, as a whole person. And by wearing hearing aids, you know, you're really putting yourself back out there into the environment, and you're really building upon the neural capabilities
If you
that
wear
we're...
glasses to help your eyesight, why wouldn't you wear hearing aids to help your hearing?
Right, exactly. It doesn't take away from who you are.
So it's a matter of a little more education.
Yes.
Exactly, a little bit more
For
awareness.
all ages, but a lot for
All ages, included children, adults. We try to see whoever comes in our door.
Well, it's really nice meeting you guys.
Oh,
and
it was
nice
a pleasure.
talking about your studies. Okay, and who do we have?
I'm Dr. Maris Applebaum. I'm the supervising dispenser at Montclair State University Center for Audiology, and I'm also one of their teachers. I teach them clinical skills.
Okay, it sounds like a wonderful program, a very much needed program. Yes, and as we age, and I'm a part of that group, and a number of my companions and compatriots, they have hearing loss. Hard to get a lot of people to admit to it.
It leads
So-
to social isolation. There's an increased risk of cognitive decline, a higher risk of falls. So important to take care of your hearing.
Good luck with your program. I'm going to make it my business to learn a little more about it. Hi, it's Barbara Chase again with Channel 34, here to talk to two gentlemen that were fortunate enough to have been involved in watching the performance here at Montclair High School. And one of these gentlemen is a performer. His name is Sammy Tay. And the other gentleman was an audience member whose name is Jim Eason. So I'm going to talk to you two. I want you to, first I'll talk to you about what you thought about the performance.
Riveting. Very nice, yes. Pointed to the part of Alzheimer's and just everything about it. Very nice.
You learned something.
I did.
You learned a lot.
Yeah, I did.
Are you going to be able to share information that you learned?
Yes, I was going to say something smart, but yes, I will.
Yes. Okay, and Sammy Tay.
Yes.
What role did you play in the performance?
I am a storyteller, and I also played musical instruments, and I sang. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
we did miss a lot.
You did miss quite a bit. Yes.
Yes. Okay, anything else you want to tell me about
Well,
the performance?
our story was to try to let people know when somebody you know, somebody you love has dementia, get them involved in their daily planning. Don't write them off.
In other words, don't do everything.
Not
them, plan them,
exactly.
everything,
The idea
put
is
them through.
nothing. It says nothing about us without us. That's the whole message. Yes. Yes.
There's a lot of information that the general public is not aware of.
Yes.
In dealing with people
With
who
dementia.
have dementia.
Yes. And I think like I said, the most important thing is to get them involved in their daily life, because they're still very important. They still have so much to contribute.
And they still have some dignity,
Yes, exactly.
and that's important.
That's very important.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
You've been a big help.
Thank you.
And I'm looking forward to possibly seeing some more of what you're doing.
If you're staying behind today, there's another show. It's going to be
Another
different from what we did, but it's going to be also as important.
Let's see. Okay, thank you. And thank you. Hi, we're here at the Montclair History Center table, and we're going to talk to Angela Diggs. Right? Hi, Angela. I'm Barbara Chase, as you know, Channel 34, and we want to get some information about the Montclair History Center. What it is about, what it's doing, how much progress it's made, how long it's been in existence. So, talk to me. and tell me.
Sure. So we have been founded since 1965. Began with, a lot of people know the Israel Crane House over on Orange Road, the 1796 mansion. Since then we have expanded. We still have that museum, which now also tells the story of being an African-American YWCA for women and girls from 1920 to 1965. We also have the Schultz House Museum on 30 North Mountain Avenue. We have our visitor center and also our research center, our archives and library, which is a great resource for people to look up their home, look up family information, churches, businesses, you name it.
Is this the one that you're referring to?
Absolutely. So if I can grab that for you. So We have the city directory, and between us and actually the public library also has a local history collection. They're even digital and online now, or you can come visit these in person. And we have thousands of documents that people can use for research. We use it in programming, and that's how we fuel a lot of our walking tours. We do biking tours, bus
How far
tours.
back to these?
Middle of the 1800s, say 1860s.
Oh my!
I know. So I pulled a 1945 one today, which isn't as worn out. So that one for people to look through today.
Oh my.
And you can see different business advertisements in the front. You can look up family name. It's fascinating to see what's in there and use it, for your own research too. Just neat.
This is fascinating. You're right. This is fascinating.
And we do a lot of programs out in the community, so not just our sites. We do all kinds of tours around towns just to get to know your neighborhoods. And it's a lot there.
And you have a picture here of the high school.
I do. So
where
we pull
we
that
are
around.
right here.
So this is a blow up of one of the photographs we have in our archives. So this is of Montclair High School, which is where we are today, from 1916. But this is the older building, and we have hundreds of photographs in our archives from schools people might have went to, elementary schools, their homes, families. So neat stuff to take a look at and check out. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Hi, Penny.
Hi, Barbara. It's good to see you again.
Welcome to our Seniorama again.
Thank you.
AIM. You're representing AIM.
Aging in Montclair, also
Aging
known
in
as
Montclair.
AIM. Yes.
And AIM is how old again?
We're in our 4th year.
And what's the membership now?
We're over 500. I think 550 was the last number I got. We've gotten a few here today. But many of the people here are already members.
Right. Yes. Well,
because we sent this out.
So give me an idea of what AIM is all about.
Okay. AIM is an all-volunteer senior grassroots advocacy organization. Our mission is to help change the picture that people have of older people. Not us. You and I know differently. But a lot of people have a stereotype in their minds of older people, just sitting around being a drag on the corporate body, and we know that that's not the case. So we work very hard to change people's vision and change the stereotype, and also to convince the town fathers that it's worth doing things to keep us here. One of our goals is to help create a senior center in Montclair. It's one of the few towns in Essex County that doesn't have one.
And that has been one of the goals of AIM and the Senior Citizens Advisory Committee forever.
Absolutely. In fact, I started getting active when I was on the Senior Citizen Advisory Committee, but there are only 16 people on the Senior Citizen Advisory Committee, and with 550 or so members, I think we can convince the town council that there is a groundswell of interest, and seniors are getting together and making some noise.
And that's wonderful. Seniors get together, seniors make noise, seniors vote.
Indeed, they do. We don't say that too often, but,
no,
but they do.
That's true.
And seniors contribute.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
We have always, seniors didn't just get to be seniors.
No.
Overnight. Seniors have always made some contribution before they became seniors.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I wish you lots of luck with AIM.
Thank you.
And just keep on doing what you're doing, because as it's growing, we want to see more of you.
Yeah. Well, if we work together as we do, eventually we'll get some things to move in town.
And have a senior center,
and
hopefully.
Have a senior center. But that's not the final goal.
No, I know.
It's an interim goal.
Yes, it is. That's just a part of what we're shooting for.
We want seniors to be vitally involved in the senior center. It's not just a gift from the town to us. It's something that can belong to us.
Absolutely.
And that we can be involved in the running of it.
Well, thank you. Hi, I'm Barbara.
Hi, Barbara. I'm Lizzie Espindola.
Hi, Lizzie. It's nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too.
You're here representing the Montclair Y.
Yes, the YMCA of Montclair. I'm one of the health and wellness directors. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, I know the Y has a lot of programs, and I know that there are some questions that seniors ask because there's certain things that they want to do with the Y, but are not particularly interested in having a whole membership, especially seniors who are on a fixed income. What can you tell us about that?
So we also have lectures that are open to the community. I have the information here for the 3 lectures that are coming in the remaining of the month of November. So they are always welcome. They are open to the community. They are absolutely free, and they can interact and they can get, to know other people there. Most of, to attend the classes, you do need to become a member. But for some insurances, they should come and talk with membership because, let's say if you have AARP, there are certain discounts, the same for Blue Cross Blue Shields. So they should come and talk with the membership people and find out about, the possibilities of having,
So in other words,
lower.
if they have insurance coverage,
Medical
some of the
insurance.
insurance coverage
Yeah,
may cover
sometimes it does.
some of the programs at the Y.
And
to look
also,
into.
as an organization, we are a big part of the community and we help people that cannot afford the Y. So they should always apply for, a scholarship if they feel they cannot, afford the payment. So, and that's one of the things the Y, like somebody asked me before, the Y is a little bit more expensive than other gyms. And yeah, we are not just a gym. We are way more than that. We service the community. We have chronic disease programs for people with Parkinson, multiple sclerosis, diabetes, cancer. We support kids that attend before and after care programs and summer camps, and we help seniors to, come to the Y and attend classes. So yeah, we are maybe
You're
a little
doing
bit
an
more
awful lot.
expensive,
Yeah.
But when the people pay, they are like servicing the whole community. They are
Right.
just not, paying for them to, use the weight room. They are really helping the community. So, yeah, that's what we do.
Okay. Well, it sounds like there's information out there that maybe hasn't gotten out there to some seniors.
Yeah.
And so perhaps maybe I can take some of your brochures and things
Yes,
and
absolutely.
and
We also
share
have
them
a
with
book
some
club.
seniors out in the community and in the senior centers.
Yes.
And you have a book club also?
We have a book club the last Monday of the month, I'm sorry. And Fridays, we have games. The people play bridge, Rumi Cube. Mondays, we also have pickleball. So yeah, it's a really nice community and people become, friendly and it's like they have the support that they need. It's good, yeah.
Thank you, Lisi, and thanks for all the information.
Thank you.
And I'll take some of your brochures
Okay,
and
yeah.
some of your pamphlets and information and share it with some seniors. Thank you very much.
you.
Here with Shelley Steiner of Alzheimer's New Jersey.
Correct.
And Shelley's going to tell us a little bit about the organization, a very important organization, and what they do for people with that horrible condition, disease.
Thank you. We are Alzheimer's New Jersey. We're a nonprofit organization. Our organization helps support families and caregivers living with Alzheimer's or other forms of dementia. We provide many support services and programs to help families through caring for people with the disease. We do community education programs, professional training for facilities, for first responders. We have a respite scholarship that we offer caregivers who are caring for somebody with the disease. It's a $1,000 scholarship to help defray the cost of care. It's very helpful for caregivers to get a little bit of a break, whether it's home care or a day program or a temporary stay in a facility. We offer that to caregivers without any financial requirement. So if we have the funding and people have the need, they should apply to our program. We connect people with clinical trials. We facilitate support groups all throughout the state for caregivers to talk to other caregivers about what they're going through.
So you have a wide range of support, not only for the person who has a condition, but for their family members and the community that they're in.
Yes, and we really specifically, as our name indicates, Alzheimer's New Jersey, we're taking care of people who live in the state of New Jersey, providing services to them, so that all our fundraising efforts do go to people who are living in the state of New Jersey to help them take care of themselves as well as take care of their family members.
I know that you have a lot of information that people can't just get every day. So is it possible that someone could call you for information to be referred to resources?
Absolutely. We have a helpline that's staffed Monday through Friday. And we have our helpline number is 888-280-6055. They can call us for information and referral. They can call to just talk. Sometimes they just need, somebody to, listen to them, and then we tease out what they might need, whether it's a support group or whether they do need maybe some respite care. So we do direct them to resources that could be very helpful for them.
Good. Okay, so we'll put the number on the bottom of the screen, and hopefully we'll be able to help more people out there who are not aware that there's help for them.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a really important service that we offer, and just knowing that it's available is very helpful.
Thank you, Shelley, so much for
You're very
good
welcome.
information. Okay, hi, we're here with Donna Plotnik of Ardent Court in West Orange.
Yes.
And Ardent Court has a specialty of Alzheimer's treatment. Is that correct?
Correct. Yes, we provide solely care for those that have Alzheimer's and different forms of dementia, from early stage to the more advanced stage. And we've been here in the area for 20 years, although the company has been doing care for over 25 years. We've taken care of over 36,000 people. And we just entered into a great partnership with a company called ProMedica. They're located in Toledo, Ohio. And now the company is very big, and they are able to offer a complete continuum of care, from hospitalization to long-term care, home care, memory care, rehab. So it's a very exciting time for the company.
So it's not only a residential program.
Well,
you do in-home, out.
Well, not Ardent. Ardent, of course, only does memory care, but the company, the parent company, can provide these other forms of care.
Okay, and that can be done locally.
Yeah,
through
yes.
Ardent Court.
How
do they do that?
We have a nursing home in Mountainside called Manicare. And then various states in the United States also offer hospitals. They own hospitals. They own home care agencies. Not necessarily in this area, but they're based out in Toledo, and they have more of the care companies out where they are. But we're very excited because it means a lot for us to have be part of this new endeavor. And the capital that they're able to give, because we now are a not-for-profit, so that will open up many doors and opportunities for us.
Well, if I were in the early stages of dementia, how would I seek treatment? What would I do if it was my family realized that I was just beginning to show signs?
I think the first thing is to go to a geriatric doctor,
who would be the referring specialist.
And they can do some testing, and diagnosis is very important. And once you have that diagnosis, then maybe early stage, you may still be able to stay at home. Although we do have a gentleman that's 58, and he's very young, but maybe home care is not the right type of care. You might, don't forget socialization, as we saw with the programs today, music and whatnot, very crucial. We have all kinds of activities every day, all day, and really the residents love music and having that routine, the structure, is very important to them. Plus we have a beautiful courtyard of 3 acres that they can go outside, because one of the symptoms is wandering.
Right.
So we're able to have them go outside and be very safe.
And it's secured.
And secured, yes.
Secured.
Yes.
Okay, it sounds like a great program.
It is, and we welcome anyone to come visit. Thank you.
I'll remember that.
Thank you
very much.
much.
Thank
Oh,
you for your
thank
time.
you.
It's good
Thank
seeing you
you.
again. Okay, I'm here with Luella Dudley, and Luella's a member of the Senior Citizens Advisory Committee. And you did see the first performance.
Yes, I did.
I want you to talk to us about it.
Okay. It was very interesting. I mean, you learned a lot about what's happening in the folks that has dementia, one thing we must realize that they are still the same folks. They may have some debility that they are not able to speak properly or remember certain words or whatever, but they still have a lot of living to do. And as the young man indicated, we shouldn't talk about how they lived in the past. We should talk about how they're living today and going forward. It may be some changes in their life, but they're still functional adults. And they're the same person with the same feelings and emotions. They may not be able to describe that emotion, but they have it within themselves. And it's up to us to work with them to bring it out, not to look down on them, but help them live the best life that they can. So I enjoyed that. They had different aspects. They have singing. One of the young men, he came from Uganda, and he talked about his experience of living in Uganda under Idi Amin, and how debilitating that was to them. And it sort of looked as if debilitating to them living in Uganda with the debilitation of dementia, and how that made you feel as well. So you were able to look and see, the difficulties that one was faced with. And he played different instruments. He played the flute as well as the hand instruments, sort of like a drum instrument from Africa. And then there was a guitarist who played as well. There was also a young woman who was a psychotherapist. She talked in terms of how you can help using psychotherapy to work with patients with dementia also. And there was I think she must have been a physical therapist or someone that works with those who have dementia as well. So it was really well-rounded. It gave you insight in regards to what's happening with folks with dementia. She also had stories that was written by people with dementia, so you can get a better understanding of what they go through living with dementia as well. I found it very interesting, very encouraging, and something to take back and talk to the community about, and to help folks who do have dementia, not look down on them, but help them up. So I thought it was very interesting. Yes.
So you learned a lot that you probably didn't already know about dementia.
Some things about it,
but it opened up just scope. Yes. I've gotten that from a couple of people that we talked to today. Yes, and it's really a terrible thing, but the stigma also is something that you have to get.
It's a stigma attached to them, and they're just like you and I. We all have phases in life that we go through that we have to overcome. And we just keep on going.
Right.
To the best of our abilities.
Right.
Yes.
Right. And we never know
exactly
what day we may wake up
That's right.
and have some situation like that. Yes. Thank you, Luella. Thank you very much. Good seeing you again. Okay. Well, it's Barbara Chase here, ending our tour at the Changing Aging Tour here at Montclair High School this afternoon. It's been quite an interesting afternoon. We've learned a lot and spoken to a lot of people, some of whom saw the first performance of the day, and some who just visited the variety of vendors and organizations who were here to show their services. So we're on our way out of here before the second performance takes place. Barbara Chase, next time.